Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Have you ever wondered what is Jinnah, Rohingya Muslims, all these people doing in a Hyderabad municipal election? Have you wondered? Correct. One wonders what exactly are they doing. I am as surprised as you are. Let us talk about Hyderabad municipal elections. Let's get right into the show. Let me start my editorial with an experiment. You see, if you take 100 black ants and you take 100 red ants, put them in a jar. They will survive comfortably in the jar without any problem. The red ants will do their job, the black ant will do theirs. Absolutely harmoniously they will survive. Now you take the jar, you shake the jar and you put those ants outside and you walk and stand in the side. You will see that the black ants and the white and the red ants, they go after each other's throats. They will try to kill each other. You know why they are trying to kill each other? The ants who are harmonious till now, they are trying to kill each other because the red ants believe it is the black ants that caused the shake, and the black ants believe it is the red ants that caused the shake. The person who actually shaked the jar was you, and you are standing in the side watching them die. I think somehow this experiment fits in our society currently. Politicians come in, polarize a city, a state, and they do that purely for votes. They get their votes, they take their votes and they go off. Like you shake and you stand in the side. And then for the rest of your life, those people in that city, they fight with each other. I wonder, like I asked you before, I wonder what was a Jinnah doing? Or what are Rohingya Muslims doing in a Hyderabad municipal elections? You know, there's this young man called Tejasvi Surya. The statements he makes is that this isn't Nizami era, but Hindu Samrat Narendra Modi regime. This is what Tejasvi Surya says. Now the fact is, what he is saying is incorrect. He is lying. Because this is not what Prime Minister Narendra Modi says. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas or Sabka Vishwas. So who should you now believe? This young man from BJP, Karnataka, or the Prime Minister of India? Who should we believe? He says that every person who is voting for OSC is voting against India.
The other very important reason the BJP has to win this local body elections in Hyderabad is because the saffron Hindutva symbol of the country, this Tiranga must be flying high. We don't want the Razakars to come back to power in MIM. Friends, please think about this. Why this municipal elections is of national importance. If you vote for OIC here, OIC becomes strong in Maharashtra. If you vote for OIC here, OIC becomes strong in Bihar. If you vote for OIC here, OIC becomes strong in a Muslim locality in Karnataka. If you support OIC here, OIC will become strong in Uttar Pradesh. And what does OIC mean? Who is OIC? OIC is Muhammad Ali Jinnah's new avatar. We must defeat him. Every single vote you give to the Bharatiya Janata Party is a vote for Bharat, is a vote for Hindutva, is a vote for making our country much stronger. A vote for OIC. Please tell this to every single Bharatiya in Telangana, every single Bharatiya in Hyderabad. A vote for OIC will mean a vote against India. A vote for OIC is a defeat for all good things that India stands for. We will not let this Islamization happen. We will not let this Islamization happen. Yuva Morcha Telangana, this is our sankalp. Bharatiya Janata Party Yuva Morcha ka sankalp yahi hai.
This is what a young man, Tejasvi Surya, talks about in Hyderabad elections. He doesn't talk about the roads of Hyderabad. He doesn't talk about the potholes, like I said. He doesn't talk about the water supply. He doesn't talk about sanitation. He doesn't talk about health, nothing. I don't even think he knows the problems of Hyderabad. So he says, don't vote for OIC because you are voting against India. Now, you know what is the irony? The irony is that this same Asaduddin OIC and his AIMIM party has been helping, statistically speaking, has been helping Bharatiya Janata Party win in every state that they are competing and where he is there. What AIMIM has been doing is dividing minority votes, dividing Muslim votes, taking it away from the opposition and therefore helping Bharatiya Janata Party to win. This is what he has been doing across the country. And here, mind you, they are competing as if their respective communities are going to collapse, and the fact remains that end of the day, when it comes to elections, when it comes to outside states, they are helping each other. Finally, who are they making a fool of? It is us people. It is us, the voters, who believe in these people. Technically, they don't have any differences between each other. They are quite okay with each other. They are in fact helping each other. Telangana BJP chief says that there are lots of Rohingya Muslims in Hyderabad, and he says we'll do a surgical strike in Hyderabad to remove all those Rohingya Muslims. I mean, what are we talking about here? So what is he saying? That we are going to send our army to find and kill people in our cities? Is that what he's saying? Does he even know what he's talking about? The DGP of Andhra Pradesh says that he is credible attempt. There are huge attempts to trigger communal tensions. That is what the person who is looking after the law and order of Hyderabad says. Now, the point that I am trying to make is, finally, is elections all about winning? Is governance all about becoming the chief minister, becoming mayor, becoming prime minister, becoming minister? Is it all about that? Is it winning by hook or crook, or is there a concept called this nation, India? You know, a research in Bristol University had conducted a research, and the research said that countries which are communally harmonious, which are secular and they are peaceful, these countries that develop faster and the quality of life of the people are far better than countries which are communal. It is a research that says that. And somewhere down the line, we are going out of our way to make our cities, our states, our country communal. My submission to the people of Hyderabad, my humble request to the people of Hyderabad, do not vote for communal reasons. Do not vote because of the man is of the same caste or the same community or the same caste or same religion, because that's going to kill Hyderabad. that is going to pull Hyderabad backwards. If you need a progressive Hyderabad, if you need a good Hyderabad, and if you need a Hyderabad that you are going to be proud of, you need to vote for people who come to your house and talk development. Because you as a voter, when you start telling your politicians that do not talk Rohingyas and Jinas to me, they will understand that we are not ants that they can shake and that they can throw on the road. So before I end my editorial today, I read this book called The Battle of Belongings, written by Dr. Shashi Tharoor. A very interesting book, and I in fact invited Dr. Shashi Tharoor to come online and talk to us about this book, and he's very graciously agreed to do so. So tomorrow, editorial, 10 p.m., my apologies, we'll be talking to Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Be very interesting. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.